All right, hello. This is Dread Crypto Channel coming at you. It's July 19th, 2022. We have had some positive price action. Finally, we're getting a bounce in the crypto markets. Looking pretty good for the moment. This is Bitcoin on the hourly chart, and just looking at these smaller time frames, we're always kind of worried about hourly, 4 hourly, and the daily being oversold on the stochastic as well as the regular RSI. And hourly is coming down. We're probably likely testing this previous area of resistance, and likely will come down and bounce for a retest. That's on the hourly. We want to take a look at the 4 hourly as well. It's been some decent moves. There's also the stock market's been rallying as well, so that is interesting to me. And again, the 4 hourly it's looking somewhat strong on the stochastic. You know it's not like oversold, and we're probably going to consolidate a little bit on this previous line. And as long as we don't drop below it, we really don't want to see a fake out and come back down. It could happen. We come back down and we consolidate more, but it's more likely that we come down and test. And then depending if the Fed maybe they do a surprise move of 1%, but they're talking about 0.75, which probably likely will be the situation. So it's already priced in. So maybe we get some good news in the markets. I'm still waiting on news with Voyager and Celsius. From what I could tell, Voyager, they're a bunch of tool bags, and I don't like them. Wish I didn't have any money of my money there, but I keep hoping that maybe Sam Bankman-Fried will be buying them out since he has some money tied up with them. It's kind of a weird deal. So maybe it's some kind of crazy twist of fate. Maybe he buys them out. This is complete speculation. But he buys them out, and everything is okay and golden. That would create a really good rally. I mean, I can see that. Celsius looks like it's a mess, and they do have a lot of mining equipment, and it really kind of depends on the creditors and the investors of what they do. Um, I did hold a fair amount, so I will be applying to be a creditor, I believe is the word. Anyway, I'd be able to have a say in what they plan to do. I guess they're going to have a big vote as to how much people will be able to take out, if they want to take out, or if will people want to elect to stay in the market until things get better. Because on my calculations, at current mining rate that they have, they're making about $200 million a year, and that's factoring I think at $20,000 per Bitcoin, and that means they could cover that hole, in a few years, which isn't that bad. That's only current market value. So if Bitcoin goes up to 30 or 40,000, which is very likely to do in the next couple of years, I mean, they should be able to cover that hole and be okay. It's just a matter of people are people going to want to wait or not. So it's going to be interesting to see, but it's just a mess, and it's just really. I mean, personally, it's just like really, really. But I think if I had to speculate, they're going to have to do some major restructuring, possibly have a different guy put in charge. But we'll see. But again, 4 hourly on the Bitcoin chart looks like it's consolidating. It doesn't look oversold. It doesn't look overheated. The only thing that is a little concerning, I was looking at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, and we're at a 31 already. Still in fearful territory, but I would get worried if we start shooting up to the neutral in the next couple of days. To me, that would prove overheating. So what kind of hoping that we'll pull back to possibly as low as 22, 22.3, 22.5 in this zone, and that'll be fine because that will still be above the 200 week moving average, and that's kind of the area we really want to stay above. So if we stay above that, still golden. I think we're gonna. If I still had to choose how far up we're gonna go, I think 30K. We have formed this kind of a ascending triangle, so let's take a quick measure move of that, and let us see. And these kind of chart patterns, like it does seem like witchcraft. It seems fake and all, but there's a few different ways you can measure to see how far price is going to go. But generally, these types of maneuvers, like they line up with other indicators, and a lot of times they work out. So, and it's funny enough, I was just saying how these indicators work. Like zooming out, this is a Fibonacci zone, and that's why there's this line here. I'll show it another time, but stretching the Fibonacci um, retracement bars, like you'll get these zones. And funny enough, I take that measured move, and where does it take us? Right straight to that zone. So it's a very good chance in the next few weeks, maybe this month, shoot to 28K. And it could be a zone between 28 and 35K even. It sounds crazy, but it's pretty likely. It's pretty likely. And this has been one of the biggest downturns in Bitcoin's history. So I mean, say we get up here, we come up, trace, and we come back up to hit here. People are going to be taking major profits, and there's very good likelihood we would come back down to 28, and probably come on back down here and even jump down to 22 and bounce. And this is how the whole probably year is going to go. We're probably going to range between 20 and 30K for the next 3 to 6 months, possibly even the next year. It could go on for a while, but it's great times to accumulate. So if you have your favorite coins, just make sure you're accumulating them on safe exchanges. I think Coinbase is still okay. Crypto.com seems okay. But what I'm doing is I'm buying these coins, I'm mining these coins, I'm putting them on my DEX wallets, on my personal wallets. I don't trust any exchange. After Voyager going down, in particular, Celsius, I was seeing some things that were making me nervous. I should have been smarter about it, but I just really had a lot of faith in them, and we will see what happens. I don't want to completely count them out, but it's been a rough go. The Ethereum merge also is coming up in September, and that should pull some bullish activity. I think that's part of the reason why we're seeing some Ethereum pumping right now, because they announced their date September 15th or something like that. So if that happens, more than likely that will be delayed. More than almost for sure. I mean, or maybe it happens, they do it, or there's this little issue, or they have to roll it back. I can see that becoming something that they push to 2023. To me, 2023 sounds a lot better than 2022. I just think this year is just shot. It's just been awful, and I just don't. To see crazy bullish activity before the end of this year, it seems unlikely. But it doesn't mean we can't have some bear market rallies, and I think that's what we'll have here. It's probably going to wreck the shorters. I think more than likely. I mean, I'm not saying I think the bottom is in more or less, but we could come back down to these levels, especially if the way the Nasdaq looks is so similar to 2008. I mean, what if we get some relief, then all of a sudden we drop down some kind of epic liquidity crunch and a big drop, and if that happens, then Bitcoin will go down very hard. But we will see. We'll see what happens. It seems like the government and the different banking, European Bank and Federal Reserve, I think they're buying the debt. It's like in one hand they're raising interest rates and squeezing, on the other hand they're buying all the debt. So it's just interesting, very interesting. But yeah, the stock market's all rallied. Silver and gold, everything kind of went up today. The silver and gold still have not really performed though. I think, and during this whole inflation thing, it's pretty obvious to me that Bitcoin is going after gold. Like it's always been kind of like a hearsay, but I think it's like officially within the millennials and the zillennials and Generation Z. I think it's Bitcoin, and then maybe even Ethereum and Litecoin and some of these others. I think they're pretty much taking over um, gold and silver, in my opinion. But I think there will always be demand for gold and silver, especially like industrial, and like they use that for computer chips. Um, and people are going to still like stack it for home in their safes and for the doomsday when people are only using gold and silver, but it's just kind of like it's just in the past. Um, but yeah, but Link has been rallying. Cardano has been rallying. There's been some really good performers. Take a look at crypto bubbles. Yeah, see which ones have really been doing well here. Is Zilliqa? I'm a big fan of that. Zilliqa, you could stake it for 15% on the Atomic wallet. A Dex wallet, I really enjoy using that wallet and getting those rewards. It's great. I can take the rewards. I can put it into a different coin. I mean, I'm planning on stacking stuff like that. I mean, Link, another one. Stacks, Block Stacks has been doing pretty well. Atom, also on Exodus Wallet, I think you could stake for 15 to 17% staking rewards. I mean, that's just insane. I think that it's also on Atomic Wallet. That's 10% staking rewards there. You know, CRO is doing better. XRP waves. I had some waves. I got rid of it. Solana was doing pretty well. VE chain with the supply chain logistics. I think VE chain is definitely a good one to hold. ADA, of course, great one to hold. HBAR. Blockchain is it's absolutely going to be the future. It's integrating with Web 3.0. It's the next step. It's just this big washout. It's going to show which are the strong ones that are going to survive. And looking at all these crypto bubbles, all of these have good fundamentals. And if anything has shown, what is the weakest part of this industry, it's the centralized part of the industry is the weak part. I mean, you were hearing rumors about Coinbase possibly, going insolvent. I don't think that's going to happen. Even if it did, I think it would get bailed out even by the government possibly. It'd be crazy. But CeFi is done. I think in a lot of ways. It's not going to be the way. I think it will be a way for people. It's going to be an entry level thing. Probably like Coinbase has been the entry level for the last 10 years for people to get into crypto, but it's not. DeFi is going to be the way. You know, Aave staking on these platforms the way through Dex wallets and decentralized finance is going to be the future. It cuts out you're not being middled, and it cuts out the corruption and the greed. Um, Coinbase and Voyager, the CeFi thing, it clearly did not work. And I really hope that Celsius figures out something. I think they'll maybe just become a mining company. Maybe they just fess up and they become some kind of a hedge fund. That's just what they become. They're not. The problem is they acted like they were a bank and their stuff was safe, and it wasn't. And it's a hard lesson to learn, I suppose. Also, exchange tokens. Assuming whatever happens in the next few months, year is okay. I mean, whatever exchanges do survive this should be okay. Like KuCoin, BNB, like the BNB token, KuCoin shares. I think those will be all right. Algorand's also one I'm starting to kind of want to stack a bit more. I think that one should do okay. Privacy coins still haven't really had their big heyday, and I'm just wondering if they will. Um, yeah, yeah. I just like highly recommend Atomic Wallet, Exodus Wallet, and you know, I'm taking my coins and I'm staking them there and getting rewards, and that's the way to do it in the bear market. Just hopefully your coins survive getting those rewards. Only the strong ones will survive this, and we're seeing that. I think for the most part, a lot of these are like really strong. Blocksex Comp is another DeFi compound. I think it's another DeFi token. Aave, Kyber Network. Neo is actually still around. Also Tron. TRX, like they have an algorithmic stablecoin, and they've been around so long that I really feel like they're gonna stick around. I really feel like it will. And then also Metaverse, Sand, Mana, Engine Coin. Yeah, I think those will be good movers. And Matic Polygon, I think that's going to be with the Disney merge. I think it's going to be doing great. Yeah, but Bitcoin seems to be holding up. I don't think it's going to stop here. I mean, I think we're going to consolidate here for the week, maybe Friday, and we start moving on up. The charts to me look like they're saying it. And even looking at the daily, let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, daily's like topped out, but I mean, I just think it's gonna probably consolidate and come on down. Daily does look a little bit sketch, but I think if we just kind of hold support and just kind of come around in here, that would be okay. Just the real bummer would be if we break this support, come all the way back down there. That would be bad. So let us hope that that does not happen. All right, well, that's it for me today. Post some more stuff tomorrow, see what's going on. We'll zoom out a little bit more and kind of look at the bigger picture of things. But I think 28 to 30K is still in play. Minimally 24 to 25. But just with this move, it seems like we're gonna keep going up. All right, peace out.